minimize chat.
They're off. I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Okay, just wondering because, like anyway, doesn't matter. Another race. This is the fourth one of this first week, if I'm not mistaken. We already had we had three others. Mel, of course, was the first one to kick off against Paper Tiger. We had Cross Product also securing his win yesterday against Glacio, and we had a valiant attempts by Snare and Scars, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And
I feel like what we've seen until now in this tourney kind of shows how different this will be and how, I guess, unpredictable all of the matches are. Because of, you know, people who are expected to win, not winning, or tying. You still won.
Honestly, like, yeah, that's the big thing about this, and kind of why I wanted to see these newer runners participate, because they would handle a tournament much more differently, and it's also to pretty much be able to see their improvement throughout this. I don't know, what is it, like 2 months, depending on their. We have 6 rounds, meaning 6 weeks guaranteed of like races that everyone's going to be doing, and then from there we're going to branch off into brackets. So,
and the brackets will be single elimination, 1-of-1 matches as well.
And I don't know, just being able to like grow along with these runners, it's pretty much just like a cool way to kind of just see the progression. Some people are going to be tackling for sub 50. You're one of them.
I am.
I'm
not sure if I'll get there, but I'm sure we're gonna see a couple of sub 50s at least during this tournament, because there's a lot of people out there who already are improving by a lot.
And yeah, I mean, pretty much first 5 minutes of the game, kind of standard.
Same as always. We'll see if someone uses Moonfall. Oshino does not seem to use it, and Miz doesn't either.
What do you think is going to be the first item?
The first item, yeah. I kind of hope it's Spring Ball.
Yes. I know it's a risky one, but we'll take it. It might be vanilla and...
Oh, vanilla Morph Ball.
It's the first.
Picking up our first missile packs as well. That was an interesting room by Miz, but it worked out, so that's cool.
Yeah, I do like seeing... you know, that's also kind of a good thing about hosting this tournament as well. You get to see different strats from others, so you kind of get to learn from each other, you know?
The small hubs from Oshino, doing that room entirely pitless. Beautiful. And he's going to be doing a behemoth climb. He's recently started doing that. So Oh, and on the right side, we see the right side climb by Miz. There's 2 different ways to climb this, and different runs prefer different things. Both have their pros and cons, I would say. But the difference for like a task is barely anything. I think the right side climb might be slightly faster.
No, wall jumping?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
for Taz.
So.
Right now, you saw Miz standing there for a little bit because he didn't want to get hit, but sadly he did get hit. Because you tried to be full health. You tried to be full health for the BT fight, so he will only drop missiles, but both of them took a little bit of damage on the way up, and we'll have to hope for good drops.
Yeah, also Bomb Trees was one of those bosses that actually does have iframes, which is what makes the fight a little tricky. Then, like every boss has its own gimmick to make it difficult and not so easy for runners to have a good fight.
And there you go, both of them killed him. Ooh, those drops for Miz were not very good. You'd like to have 5 missiles at this point because you want to be opening a door later on, but he has some opportunities to pick up more missiles on the way. Trying to get up there with the Alcatraz. A dreaded trick by newer runners, I would say.
Yeah, you timed this yourself, right? You were able to find out that it's about, what is it, 3 attempts?
Yeah, if you take more than 3 attempts, or well, at least for me, if I would take more than 3 attempts, it's just not worth it anymore. Like, you could bomb the right side and just roll out. Because if you take 4 or more attempts, you're already wasting time. It's still worth going for, though, I feel. To practice it.
Yeah, I know that it's Mockball and Alcatraz that are one of the first few strats that you learn that makes you feel like a speedrunner.
This specific Mockball is definitely an important one. On the left by Oshino. You do this to get supers earlier in the game to basically sequence break it. So you don't have to fight a mini-boss later on. You abuse the Mockball to roll below the gates and get to that before you're supposed to.
Yeah, and then also a common misconception is that they think that Mockball is pronounced M-A-C-H.
Pronounced?
Or like spelled, or not pronounced. Well, yeah, that too, but like spelled M-A-C-H. Because of the speed, and you go like really zippy fast and whoom, but no, it's actually because it mocks the speed of when you're running.
Yes, so it's M-O-C-K.
Yeah, M-O-C-C for the dank memers out there. I see you all.
In all caps, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. For the aesthetic. Can't forget. See, speaking of C, there's the other C right there. Charge beam. That's a cute little drag. Is it a dragon?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. They're all kind of little monsters holding the different beams.
It's like a banana.
Armed by Miz. Like, it's a bit... You're not sure what you're gonna get, but if you're low on health, it's nice to have an extra drop there.
But it is also important. Yeah, actually, that's a good tech. Just, I wonder what missiles he's going to pick up. Or does he get these on the way up?
Skipping that one?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
you might choose to go for the high jump boots before going to Kraid.
That too.
Get some missiles there, but we'll see. if he wants more or not.
Oshino, I believe does not pick up space. I do like how Miz is playing though. Like, give Miz like a little bit more familiarity with the game.
Oshino trying to get into Kraid's lair with another little sequence brick. He will not need the high jump boots today. Or well, he'll need them later, but not for that jump.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is the Spazer.
Miz is picking up the Spazer beam. That is MithraMiz
Wow,
favorite beam.
You never have to say that. I really thought you wouldn't say that. I wasn't expecting you to say that, honestly. I thought you'd show respect. It's okay. Spazer is obviously a really helpful item. Well, I mean, you also, like, again, like, we all started off one way or another, like, learning this game. I think you dropped your time to like a 54 until you dropped it or something.
Yes,
right?
I brought Spazer with me until I had a 54 because it just does more damage. It makes the boss fights easier. Obviously, you won't need an aimbot because you have such a wide beam.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. It's pretty much the training wheels, I would say.
Yeah.
Of beam.
And skipping items doesn't necessarily mean you'll be faster. I think we saw a PB already. Maybe I think a practice PB in this tourney by someone who picked up Spazer and early ice, which he didn't before, and PB'd with it. Like PB'd with more items than he had before. So that's
yeah,
always nice to see.
Just nice, and Oshino finally killing up Kraid.
And Miz going in right now. Get a little high five in the door.
Yeah, there's such good sports.
We'll see if Miz goes for a quick kill. I'm not sure. He tries to charge quick kill, but shoots those supers a little bit early.
Yeah.
So Kraid will stand up as well.
Good attempt. I know that the Kraid fight is still just a really tricky one, even to this day. Because I really don't know people practicing, a fully stood up Kraid. Trying to optimize. I know for the most part, most runners will try to Kraid quick kill.
Yeah, basically they, in practice, they'll reset as soon as they miss a quick kill and therefore don't practice the actual fight a lot. Which can be a little bit difficult because of all the stuff lying around. But Miz beats Kraid and gets his Varia suit.
Good job.
Well, Oshino is heading towards the high jump boots.
Also important to know how many tanks each runner will get for safety. I would imagine that maybe Oshino goes for 5 towards the end, depending on the Ridley fight.
Yeah, he might take safeties. I'm not sure what he was planning to do.
But yeah, at these levels, I feel like anyone could really learn from. See, like Oshino right now is skipping these high jump missiles. Maybe he prefers the ones in the moat.
I think maybe he would pick them up if he opened the door before, but he missed a shot on the little what's his name? Sova? I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to kill that little crawly dude to be able to open the door, and he missed that while going in, so he had to kill him on the way out, and he might have chosen to skip the missiles because he had to do that.
Yeah, and pretty much avoid a bigger time loss in general. It's a good backup. There are other options for missile pickups anyway. Oh, I think Miz might go to ice actually.
He is opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
And Oshino having no issues whatsoever with the Bubble Mountain jump.
Also one of the dreaded rooms. Which ones are like the worst rooms?
I think when you're starting out, Bubble Mountain is extremely bad. The room before Wave, which we call Double Room as well, is coming up very soon for Oshino. You can fall down it and you'll lose a bunch of time trying to jump back up. What else? The Red Tower, if you don't take... little follow alert there.
That's his expression right now.
If you don't take ice with you, Red Tower can be really hard to master. So I'm sure we'll see some runners having issues with that in this tournament. Yes, Miz is heading west to pick up ice before going to Bubble Mountain, which will make it a lot easier for him to get up there if he uses it, and I assume he will.
Yeah, it really saves from the stress factor of having to deal with... Yeah, you see, I really like Miz's movement. I know Miz is a rando player, so they're definitely very familiar with the game. Oshino picking up the last of the way dash items. The Ohio beam. It's a good emote.
Ohio. Nice jump and the quick drop through the crumble blocks by Oshino. That was a really nice room back.
Yeah. Miz also showcasing the bomb spread setup to escape the ice skates. So Miz going to Bubble Mountain picking up what Oshino just finished picking up. I doubt that we'll be seeing Oshino pick up ice. That's going to be something for later.
Yeah, I assume so too. He generally takes it before going to Lower North Fair.
Doing little arm pumps.
Let's see how Miz does on this Bubble Mountain. Goes into the door. I think he might use a nice setup that I used to use as well. Yeah, you can freeze those two dudes easily if you go into the save room, jump on them, and you don't have to do any wall jumps, which makes it very easy to move through.
That's such a nice setup. That still blows my mind. Oof. Oshino, good attempt though. Going for Alpha Spark. It might. Sometimes I feel like that could be a blessing in disguise, though, missing that spark. Just because Fantoon is it's quite a beast. It's a boss, especially in a race setting.
Oshino climbing up the red tower. Soon with his attempt at the top, which is kind of hard.
Yeah, this is the bane of a lot of runs. But
very
excellent.
Nice
wow,
run.
First try. I also like that he skips the third ripper. That's really tough.
He does very fast wall jumps instead of falling a little bit down. What a lot of other people do, including myself.
Yeah, like you kind of. It's first and foremost just to keep yourself from, getting knocked back down and losing more time, and then you miss your spot.
Nice D boost as well. Oshino is definitely on fire here.
Mm-hmm. Just celebrating the first day of spring. It's okay. Just stop to smell the flowers. It's okay. Have a flower, everyone. Here's a flower for for everyone in chat.
Oh. Miz shot his super, and he might go back to pick up those missiles after all.
Well, that's a floppy disk, but you know what I meant.
Not sure where he's going. He might want to super?
Yeah, I think he might be looking for supers. Darry just playing the I know he's gonna get a super.
This guy will always drop one, so there, he has 2 now.
Yeah, good RNG from the waiver.
Oshino with the spark across the moat.
This should get him, yes.
Yes, picking up the missiles. It might have been on purpose. I've seen him do that before. It is an extra safety to have a little bit more missiles for Fantoon and also at the end of the game.
Also because, oh no,
Miz falling down through the blocks again.
Also because Oshino skipped the hydrant missiles, so it kind of makes
it yes.
Oh.
That's very true. There you go. Miz is across. Ready to pick up the wave beam.
Ohayo. Hi, chat.
Ohayo.
I love you. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Bless RNG, honestly. Oshino's going in with 118.
Just not energy. A lot of health here.
No.
Nice speedball, though. Ooh, those supers.
Shout outs to the boy, Kojak. It's okay. He's perfectly fine. Does he X Factor? He does, right? He does hybrid?
Yes. He tries to X Factor at least.
The arm pumps of just those jitters.
Oh, so Oshino has the power bombs equipped to do a nice X Factor, and we'll hope that all the particles will hit for that. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's a really good calculated hit. I guess he does double, which is also cool. Took the time.
He'll try to get another X Factor in, which should instantly kill him, I think.
Yes. It's 2 X Factors land. Again, each particle does 3.
Beautiful.
Nice. Wow. Hyper clap. Miz is on his way up. Going to Uptown Girl. That's how the song goes, right? They wrote that song because of this game, right?
I think they did.
Yeah.
Nice ammo for Oshino there. A little bit low on health, maybe.
Could have a safe, depending on the addict strat, yeah. Oshino picking up possibly the last super pack. And by super pack, I mean a pack of supers, not political action committees.
So with Miz having the ice beam, he'll have a little bit less issues going up this red tower because he can freeze the rippers and stand on them.
Yeah, look at that. Little pee-pee hops. Aww.
It's that easy.
Nice job. Show enough. Good job for Miz. And then he's waiting for the spark because that spark. Ooh, that spark. Oh my god.
It stops you. If that spark hits you and you're trying to dash, you know, you lose your spark and it always messes with you. Miz getting chomped on by also probably just because of the first day of spring, you know.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, sometimes you deserve to treat yourself to a small bouquet face.
The nice thing, if you have Ice Beam, you can freeze those guys and you don't have to do the D-boost strat. Ice Beam is definitely very useful in early game if you're just starting out.
Yeah, for a whole bunch of reasons. Obviously, we saw it in Red Tower. We saw it here for power bombs. In terms of damage output as well against Fantoon, we might see like a 4-round Fantoon.
Oshino got across the bowling
This is good health.
alley, I guess, the bowling room, and now he has to wait, because that's all you do in this game is just wait.
Tell him to wait faster, though. We're on a time limit. Just kidding. He's doing the best as he can. Go, Oshino, go. Go, Shino? Hey, do you think if Oshino gets Ocean Fly, it's like Oshino Fly or something?
Oshino Fly? Yeah. He should do that.
The gravity suit. It's a nice color. Gravity suit because it allows you to grab it. Oh, no.
Miz accidentally running into the next room.
I hope he remembers to open up the door. Yeah, he opened it anyway. Yeah, he opened it. I just know sometimes I would forget.
Spark. Oh. Let's try that again.
Sparking is a little tricky too in terms of inputs because everything's... I wonder if he's comfortable with doing sparks from the ground instead of midair.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, this sparking mid-air business is a little bit tough because you have to jump, then brake spin, then press the direction you want to go, then press jump, and it's a lot of inputs that can be very confusing.
Yeah, when you have like a spark timer, you tend to end up rushing everything. I know he can get it though. There we go.
He gets it across. Picks up the missiles, but that's fine because he skipped a couple earlier on.
In order to activate mid-air sparks, so yeah, like you mentioned, is by breaking spin. Either hit up or angle up. Either one is going to activate the spark animation.
Now he will have to do another spark to get across the ocean.
It's a really good short charge.
There you go.
A good setup too. Oh,
very low on health.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he could
take a save. Oh no, wait, he can't save anymore.
No, but he could farm the atoms.
He could farm up, maybe. Yeah.
I like to call them the Adams family because it's like like brothers, like sisters. It's just a family of Adams.
Farm this guy at least.
That's also a good farm.
Oshino having a little bit of issue with another worst room of the game. There's a room called the worst room of the game, but there's a lot of worst rooms in the game. They're all equally bad.
Yeah, it is a bad
game. He's farmed
up
a little bit, but he's going in with 112.
That should be enough. Yeah, he should be good. Meanwhile, Oshino is entering the room pre-Botwoon, going into Botwoon any moment now.
It's going to be using another X Factor setup, using an audio cue to jump. There he is.
I'm pretty sure they all landed.
I think so.
It looked like.
Just a little bit more damage. There you go.
Enough.
Meanwhile, Miz is doing his best.
Oh, almost supered, but that's fine.
A Doppler setup? Yes. For Fantoon.
The mid open.
Oh. He has to be careful here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no! Oh.
We'll see if he keeps going there.
Yeah, he's gonna continue.
He's gonna continue from the start.
Oh, the reverse Wally for Oshino. Good attempt though. Yeah, solidarity to Miz
I mean,
picking up the
anything
game.
can still happen, and it's nice if he can finish a run and post a time. Oshino going for the save.
It makes sense. That's tactical.
I talked about. I was in the stream earlier and asked him about saving, and he said I wasn't planning to save, but then I saw your race.
Yeah.
And he decided to save anyway.
Yeah, he mentioned that earlier. He says I didn't consider the fact that maybe this might be a good idea, and it's kind of true. It's about racing smart.
Oshino using this setup that is, I think, originally by Behemoth for the X Factor Reen Dance. Oh, misses the short charge, but hits a bunch of particles.
Nonetheless, yeah, that was good.
Gets that. Ooh. Grabbed by Dragon.
Be careful. Another thing really important to know, that was a good spark, by the way, is that Dragon will not speed up unless you hit her. I think it's technically anything other than Shine Sparks. It might just be ammo, though. If so, her swooping patterns are going to be much, much faster. Oshino's still looking pretty good on energy, though.
His energy is good. He's having a little trouble damaging Dragon, but
well, right now he has to go with ammo. I would say go with ammo. Don't go for the spark.
Nice dodge.
Yeah.
Miz, meanwhile, is climbing up the climb again.
Get the energy at least. Good. I normally like to say that maybe below 120 energy is too risky to spark. Oh gosh. You should be almost down though. There we go.
There you go. Nicely done. I'm sure he lost a little bit of time on his PB, but he's alive and going.
It's climbing right back up. Ready to cook some chicken again. And space jump. Space jump allows you to jump in space. So yeah.
It's basically an infinite jump. But while you're underwater, you can just mash the button. But if you're above the water, you actually have to time it quite precisely. You have, I think, like 20 frames. 20 frame window to press jump. Which is not too bad, but takes a little bit to get used to.
There are. Good kill for Miz and Oshino heading through Meridia. Attack alley. That's a good spot to pick up your supers. I think, how much do you want going into...
He needs 4 supers, but he might want to take some extra. Like, he took 5, 6 now. And it's always good to have like a couple more just in case you co-jack them.
Yeah. It's I think that gate on the way out
falls down. It's like falling down there. It just feels like the longest fall, even though it's just a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that's super long. It's an eternity.
A little bit of trouble with the pancake room here. There's a bunch of enemies there, and they will make you fall down, and it's kind of annoying. Like if you mess up the entry to it, the enemies are going to be might be in a different spot if they're already on screen, and it's just a little bit annoying, but it won't kill you usually. Watch me die in my next race. The pancake.
Yeah, imagine dying a pancake. Imagine that. I kind of want to see that. That'd be fun. No, it wouldn't. Never die. Just live. Oh, that was a good save. What Oshino did. Usually, if you fall down there, I've seen runners try to climb back up. But if you fall down, it's okay to just fall down and go to the left from underneath. Oshino just has one more boss left.
Miz still has to do all of them because he died to the second boss earlier. Oshino only has 4 power bombs, which kind of sucks, but he'll be fine because he can farm later on.
Yeah, does he go south route?
I think he does.
Yeah, if so, he has a lot of enemies he can farm for power bombs. So this is when, yeah, as you're seeing Oshino go towards ice, this is when you pick it up without losing time.
You won't get the perks of picking it up earlier, but you save the time. It's not a lot, I think. Like, what does it save total? Maybe 10, 20 seconds or something?
I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit less.
It also depends if you get ice escape. If you pick it up earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he goes southern route using a power bomb here.
Now, the thing about southern now is that it is much harder to optimize, but I feel like it's the most simplistic. It's kind of straightforward. You just run, and just do jumps and stuff. I feel that when that direction is
nice
just at least
space jump there.
Yeah.
Gets that beautiful space jump all the way across the next room into the Nutella refill.
So this is going to be Oshino's last chance to farm power bombs. If he so chooses. Looks like he will do it, yeah. Is finally entering Kraid's lair. Kraid's warehouse.
Oshino using a little pseudo screw to get through the lava pit, which is nice because then the little laser shots won't actually hurt you and kick you down. Going into Lower Norfair, which is usually regarded the hardest segment of the run.
Yeah, everything hurts so hard. It's scaly.
Everything hurts and there's a lot of tricky moves to make.
Yeah, and there's lava or acid. Sorry for the for those that pay attention to the lore. I was wondering how that was going to work out for Oshino. That looked like a cool setup.
He's fine. Oh, he got hit by the pirate.
Yeah.
There you go. Very
Good
nice
juke.
jump.
Yeah.
It's hard to avoid that pirate at the top of the worst room in the game. That was the actual worst room in the game. But if you morph at the right time, you'll be able to get across him without touching him.
It's just there. We go. Good kill.
He used a so Oshino used a little plasma shot to run straight through the enemy because of if you shoot the enemy, his hitbox just won't work for a couple of seconds, and you can clip through him.
Miz is back on track. Oh, nice Keigo for Oshino. Going here with the metal pirates.
Kills the first one with a spark and the second one with plasma shots. It's a little bit of a hybrid strat.
Ooh, good attempt though on the Flower House. Flower House is such an interesting name.
I don't think he saved, did he?
No, he did not. He's just going in. I think he must be like really confident with his release.
Let's hope so. He did save before Dragon though. Good turnaround there. If you shoot Ridley, or well, if you break spin, I think.
Yeah.
At the right time, which is when Ridley is at the highest, or well, going up in his pogo, he will turn around towards you.
There, and Ridley is dead. That was a
very nice fight. That was very fast.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
not picking up the extra E-tank from in the room to the left from Ridley, because he is almost full on health, and I guess he is confident about his mother brain fight.
Yeah, at minimum, all you need is three E-tanks for 3 E-tanks and like at least 1 energy. For the mother brain fight in order to complete. Otherwise, you die. If anything, he could save on the escape of Lord Norford too.
Oh, takes a little bit of damage there.
Oh,
a little bit more.
It's okay. He's just saving frames by. Yeah, he's saving frames by having Samus's sprite disappear.
This escape is kind of scary if you're low on health, because everything does a lot of damage. So we'll see if he takes it slow here, or if he just takes the hits. Kills that one, at least. Those were in good spots, so he could move straight through them. We have one more room called the Three Musketeers room, where you might take a lot of damage, but there's ways to avoid that.
Yeah, using the hitbox clipping that Mello referred to earlier.
Yeah, you can either clip through them or just kill them, which makes you stand still for a little bit, but at least you won't take any hits. Miz doing the nice little bomb spread again. Bouncy bombs. Yeah, Oshino's killing the Three Musketeers, so he won't take any more hits. he's good.
Yeah, being able to conserve his power bomb, should be able to get out of Bubble Mountain pretty quickly. But I guess he wants maybe just one more.
Maybe just in case.
Really do want to see the setup again for Miz. I feel like it's a really important strat to get past Bubble Mountain. Again, like
this strat is perfect for beginners. Using ice to create little stairs. There's one, there's another, and now we can just jump across. Just like that.
So Oshino looks to be about a 56 pace, I want to say. Just going off of the timer when he hit up on that.
So right now we have Oshino moving towards G4 to get ready for the end game, and Miz just picked up his speed booster again.
Did you see that?
You just hugged him a little bit.
Oh, he waved.
You just waved him a little bit.
I waved him a little bit. Yeah, because that's what you do in water. You make waves. He people ducked him. That's so nice. Thank you, Oshino. I expect nothing less from the ocean man himself.
The fish Fran.
I still think it's interesting that Miz skips those missiles. But maybe he also...
They're right in the way, so you could just run into them, but...
It might also just be because his setup for getting past the moat has him pick up moat missiles, so
yeah,
there's that.
Nice way out of double room by Miz there.
Yep. Oh, that double room, I hate that room. Oshino almost got Slope Spark. Maybe next time. You saw it, right? How he almost got it?
Almost.
And touchdown here at G4. Take a breather.
More waiting. Resident sleeper.
This is the perfect spot to save state. Scratch that. Never mind. I don't save state. It's also the perfect spot to fall asleep too. Obviously, when you're not on. So while Oshino's room is people shaking, Miz is gonna have another shot going up red time.
He will probably use his ice beam to his advantage again. Ooh, he almost got grabbed.
There's a lot of things that grab you in this game. It's kind of concerning. It scares me. You have the flowers, you have the little yapping moths, you have Metroids.
Yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate place for Miz to freeze that Ripper. But he gets that wall jump. So right now, Oshino is trying to get as many supers as he can because you need at least 20 missiles and 18 missiles and 6 supers for the tank at the end. But there's a couple of doors you want to open as well. So having as many supers as you can is definitely preferable.
Yeah, and he's just one short, but he's still fine, obviously. The ammo is most important, just so that you don't soft lock your game. Because if you run that, oh yeah,
we saw that happen yesterday in a match, where someone soft locked right at the end. I think Oshino will try the baby skip here.
He's pretty good at it.
Oh, he got grabbed.
He is good at it. I promise. I know that.
I've seen him do it before.
Definitely. And he's facing left, dude.
Oh.
Yes.
So if you face right, you actually save how many frames? 40 frames, which is almost a second, because Samus does not have a stand-up animation. But you know, some people just prefer to face left, such as Sephi here.
Yeah, because you never look back. Right? No living in the past. Oh, you see? You see, I have people on my side, Mello. Take that. Thank you. God, you are the best audience ever.
How can you say save the frames, kill the animal? I don't think this is
you save the frames. You save the frames going for Slope Spark, obviously.
Looking forward towards his ship. There you go.
Oh yeah, well, your runs are a piece of ship, Toasty. Just joking. You're the best. I love you, dude. All right, Zeb skip.
Needs to get through the Zeb skip here. Needs to get through that little Zeb without wanting to shoot it, because then he has to refill his ammo. He will do that by freezing a Rinka, taking some damage, and then trying to spin jump so he lands on the Rinka, and then spin jumping again to go through the Zeb, which is a weird setup that requires some practice. But he got it. This
also, good try. Miz about to enter Rex ship again. Ooh, good. That's a really good Mother Brain one. Bring it home, Oshino.
Oshino's a little bit low on health here, but he only has to hit Mother Brain with 20 charge shots and should be fine. But yeah, he needs at least 301 health, or he will die to her Rainbow Beam.
Yeah.
Good dodges.
Ooh. Lately, I've seen some pretty cool dodges from the Rainbow Beam and the Onion Rings. Oh gosh.
Okay, he's good. He's good. He made it.
Yeah, definitely in the clear. There we go.
Oh, sparking straight up for Miz. Which is not what you want to do.
I believe in you, Miz. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So did you use different setups for sparking or for getting the short charge?
What, me?
Yes.
Different than what?
Well, what did you do in order to get over the ocean?
Oh, so to get over the ocean, you basically what Miz just did was a 2-tap short charge. But if you start in the room before it, like you just open the door, back up a little bit, you can do a 1-tap, which is a lot easier. And I generally just go for that because I will get it first try every time. Whereas the the 2-tap might be a little bit harder because the slope's kind of messing you up in like how far of a distance you need to travel before you need to tap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Miz going in with low health again.
Going YOLO.
Let's see if we can beat Phantoon this time.
Let's
And rip the baby on Oshino's screen.
Feels bad, man. Baby, come back.
Firing those rainbow beams into Mother Brain.
Or as Mother Brain likes to call them, brainbow beams.
Funny. Can you just let me do this right now? Or I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
He kicks it.
What? No! Oh my gosh! You're welcome that I'm here. In fact, you should thank me.
Miz taking a hit from a flame, but trying to farm up here a little bit. So the flames will do 20 damage, and I think Phantoon himself does 30 or 40?
Oh no, Fanny also do...
Also 20?
I think he also do 20.
He's at 17 though.
Don't fast.
Okay, be very careful. Okay.
Farm him. Oh, yes.
There.
That's a good amount. Oshino on the escape. Oh gosh. Please, Osh. I mean, Miz. Sorry, I'm mesmerized right now. I feel like no, you know what? Commentator's gift.
Parking straight up. Yeah. And is in the parlor for the last time. We'll see if he saves the animals or not.
Better not, honestly.
I don't think he does.
That was a really...
Nope, he skips right over them.
It's cool.
Okay, Miz knows how to avoid the flame.
Using suitors.
With a super. Oh, and Oshino is done. There you go. He just has to type .done. Oh, Miz forfeited as well. So Oshino has finished in first place with a time of 57 minutes and 21 seconds according to SRL. And Miz decided to forfeit, give up the race here, but he's still fighting Phantoon, so we'll see. Just so if we can do that.
Yeah, goofy goobers all around. The goofiest of goobers. Good game.
GG. He showed Phantoon some revenge there at least. Killing him to death, as you would say.
Killing him to life because he's already dead. It's a ghost. Yeah, but GG. I think we can get Oshino for an interview. Let me ask. Let me ask them. Let me mellow ask them.
Can you stop?
No.
We'll just see. In the meantime, I will wait for Oshino. Miz just continues his run. Going to pick up some extra supers here, which will give him some more safety for the Dragon fight especially. There's some more supers on the left side. I think we lost audio. Nice D-boost. Exiting that room. But he needs a little bit more health. think they're trying to get Oshino in here.
Yeah, it's working on it right now. Let me see.
A little goofy spark to the right there. So Miz will farm up a little bit so he doesn't die in bow.
Is this where I go?
There you go.
There we go.
Oh,
You're in it.
Goofy
Let's go.
goober to you, Oshino.
GG. How do you feel about that race?
I was extremely nervous.
Yeah. Did it ever disappear?
I would say it actually sort of disappeared by the time I got around to Ridley, but when I was doing the Kraid fight and I blew the Kraid quick kill and we got to see the lovely Kraid, that's when I kind of knew things were not going to go that great.
Yeah.
And then I felt like I just kind of blew like almost every trick I was going for. Like I missed fast pillars, I was like missing a bunch of shine sparks here and there, and then my Dragon fight was just ugh.
Your Dragon fight took a little bit of time, but at least you actually killed her, unlike others here.
Yeah, I made sure to do a safety save. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's again smart save right there to go for. Yeah, I don't know. You played. You took the safeties that you needed. I don't know if you kind of held yourself back on a couple of things in terms of risk taking. I don't know if you farmed a little more for a couple of things, or I mean, was there anything that you felt could have like probably ripped your?
So there were a couple times where I had killed a monster and I was like, ooh, I could probably really use that super, and there was like maybe once or twice that I turned, but overall I would say that I didn't try to go too far out of my way for anything. The only thing that I definitely went out of my way for was that save for Dragon.
Yes.
I felt like everything else was pretty much on route.
I was wondering if you how comfortable are you with the Mother Brain fight, because you skipped the Ridley E tank. You were you had enough health, definitely exiting Ridley, but that E tank is a safety for Mother Brain as well, of course. So I was wondering about your thoughts about that.
So I ended up skipping the Ridley E-Tank because I saw that I had 4 full E-Tanks, and I was like, I should be able to make this escape no problem. I feel relatively confident with my Mother Brain fights, so I don't feel like I need the extra energy for it. More often than not, I feel like I need the extra energy for the escape, because my escape, I usually like to run into the Key Hunters and the flames from the Nami Haze and everything else. Yeah,
it was a little bit dangerous there, but you decided to kill the 3 musketeers, so you were fine.
Oh yeah, because I knew that if I tried to run through them, I was very sure I would win. So I figured I'd take a couple extra seconds. I figured I'd take just a couple extra seconds to kill those.
I mean, honestly, I feel like even taking that small little bit of time is still going to save you time over picking up the Ridley tank. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's okay to slow down for just a few more seconds. At least you could still be 10 more seconds ahead.
Yes,
skipping that Ridley tank. It was no, go ahead.
I was gonna say overall, I felt like my boss fights were kind of the biggest holdback for me. Like, my Fantoon did pretty well. I got the 2-round Fantoon.
Yeah, you did a 2-round Fantoon. Your Ridley was very good as well.
Yeah, just my other 2 bosses were not so great.
But I mean, it's alright. It's just shows that there's still some progress to go for. It really does kind of feel. I think the most important part, especially given that it's your first tournament match is that you got through it, and it doesn't matter like whether you died or whether you lived. Like it's usually just trying to get into the flow of you being in a tournament race in an official race setting. You know,
Yes.
like you have that in the back of your mind, and so
It's scary for sure.
yeah. You get through that race as long as, like, no matter what happens, as long as you get through it. We've seen losses, we've seen ties already, we've seen wins, but
Yeah.
in time you're pretty much going to be seeing for yourself that each runner is kind of thinking to themselves the same thing. You know, it's like, oh, this is their first race, you know, and I kind of share the same thing that they're going through.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of feel a little bit more confident that it's just not the only one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
And you learn from others. That's
Yeah.
why it's important to just see how every other runner is doing.
Were you
So
were you listening to the restream or watching it on an extra screen, or
I did not watch the restream. I didn't listen to restream. I closed my chat. The only thing I did was I played.
completely focused? Yeah.
That's
as,
good.
As focused as I could be, I guess.
Without your own nerves getting to you.
Yeah, right.
That's good though. Because that's what I do. Even if it's not randomizer, in my any percent races, I close out everything and I just focus on what needed to be. I would probably get in my own head, but that's a good approach. It's just like doing offline runs.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I would rather have no idea how my opponent is doing, because then I won't know if I'm behind, or I won't feel like I'm behind.
Yeah, you don't get that stress.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Miz actually died to Fantune, but then started over and is still going, but he forfeited the race already.
I gotcha. Is Miz coming in for an interview?
I'm not sure.
I
Replying on the IRC. I think he's just gonna play.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for putting on the tournament. This is actually a really awesome opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for joining, and good luck on your further races.
Thank you very much. And
GG.
we'll see you guys later.
GG.
Adios.
All right, I think we just close out then.
Yeah. Since Miz is already forfeited from the race, accepting that. Thank you all for joining. Thank you. Make sure to follow again one more time. Follow Oshino. Follow MithraMiz. Only seeing the beginnings. Their first match of the tournament. Stay tuned for progression. Give a follow to Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming channels here on Twitch.
Ooh.
So you can keep up and not miss out on what's going on. Also give a follow to Melanax.
And a follow to Antinomy. Because, you know, he does that nice ASMR stream.
That's a yikes. But yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned for more.
I
We
think
will
one
have
of
another.
them
We will have another match later tonight at 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. So might be a little bit late for a lot of us, but if you can catch it, it will be streamed on Speed Gaming, the first channel, I think.
Yeah, so GG again to the runners. Thank you
And
to everyone for coming out.
Bye bye.
Bye.